Yo, what is up, everyone? Hope all is going well for you. Welcome back to Get Jacked. Now today, what we're going to be doing is actually something a little bit different. We're getting away from the official server to actually check out a few awesome creatures in the game. So it actually is New Year's Day today. If you're seeing this in the future, that's kind of the reason. I'm going to be looking back at some of the ones that they've released in 2016 and just kind of going over the ones that I like the most personally. It's not going to be like these are the best for sure. They're not the strongest, but they do have some cool mechanics that I really want to show you and tell you why I really like these things. So anyway, it's always hard to do like a countdown and whatnot because a lot of people play in PvP, a lot play in PvE as well. So it's kind of hard to like pick out ones that work for everyone. So these are pretty much just ones that I really like. I think they've got some cool stuff going on. And so why don't we take a look? I've got 5 of them here, and let's get into number 5 here. So I definitely have to throw the Allosaurus in here. This one has definitely been one that I've used a ton, especially on the official server being in the Redwoods. These things are everywhere, and unfortunately they're still glitchy on the AI side because they will glitch into your bases and still spawn if you've got a base. So that makes these pretty annoying, but if you've got them tamed, they are really strong. Oh, we lost one. So as you can see, I've got like, when we get into range of all of them, we've got our alpha bonus, which will start glowing on him any second now, I hope. Okay, I am riding the alpha. There we go. So, there we go. We've got like a little cloud of smoke or something around us, and that kind of signifies that this is the highest level one, and it gets a huge damage bonus, and if you... Look at that. Oh my gosh. They just annihilate everything. They're really strong. As... like, just by themselves, they're not very strong, to be honest. Their stamina just doesn't hold up because their attacks just do so much less damage and their attack speed goes down and stuff. So it's just not really worth it to have them by themselves. Definitely go for a pack of these. Look at that. So I'm applying the bleed effect. He makes the noise when you do the bleed effect. And if you've ever been attacked by one of these in the wild, you'll notice that when it makes that noise, it's always using its, like, bleed. And that slows the target by a ton. Like, you can actually, I don't know, it makes your Argent, if you get bit by it, because I've definitely been attacked by a lot of these, it makes the Argent that you're riding go super slow. And it can be really bad because these things can dish out a lot of damage when they're the alpha. So anyway, let's go make them kill all this stuff. I'm just kind of taking them through here because I'm just clearing out this like, I don't know, Carno Island on the center map, and figured I'd just get a bunch of XP on these guys. These are all like 120 plus tames, so they're all really strong Allosaurus as well. Take out these sabers. What level are you? Okay, so I actually found a 112 Alpha Carno over here. I don't think I've ever fought one like this high of level. This is really... I don't know how much health this thing's going to have. So anyway, we'll just apply the bleed and then we'll just continue to attack. I'm just attacking it with the 1 to see if it can actually do it. I don't know, because these Alpha Carnos are actually really strong once they get up into the high levels. What you got? Oh no, I lost my Alpha. Shoot, I can't back up because I'm stuck inside the Carno. That's okay. We can do this. We can do this. But anyway, since the introduction of the new like dino mechanics, I'm gonna see if I can try and like get out. As you can see how like glitchy their hitbox is? It makes it really easy for them to get stuck into like all kinds of stuff. So it can be a bad thing too. That's why I don't try to use them too much, but they can do so much damage, so it's so worth it. Okay, get off of me. Okay, he knocked me into alpha range. There we go. Hey guys, hey, why don't you come help me out? But anyway, the new dino mechanics where you can whistle, go here and attack my target and stuff much easier has made these a lot better, but it still stinks that land dinosaurs are so weak compared to like air ones, so I'm gonna have these guys help me. This thing has so much health. Like, what, I killed that level 12 Carno in what, 2 bites? And this level 112 Alpha is taking like... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was gonna be a lot easier. Kill it! Oh my god. Get him! Oh, he's getting real bloody. There we go. There we go. 112. Dang, I've never killed one that high. But anyway, I'm going to continue to clear out this area. I'm just getting XP for these guys. And let's get into number 4 here. Alright, so number 4 is the Diplodocus. Now this thing is really useful if I can actually catch it. I had it on Wander in my pen and now it's trying to get away. Okay, so you can actually ride these things. On land, you can't ride them. You can't do anything like that. But you can actually take them on land and store them in your base. Now, on the PvP server that I play on, these have really come in handy because when you tame up water dinosaurs and stuff in ARK, you have to have a pen. So it's really hard to keep water dinosaurs alive if you're on a PvP server and you don't live near the water. So these are really helpful. Now, they kill trilobites with pretty much one hit. I think they have like a ridiculous like damage multiplier against them. So almost any trilobite you can kill in one hit with these, and it gathers them with the same hit. So you can get a ton of oil and chitin, and it's actually pretty quick for getting that. Pearls, not so much, but I mean, you can use these to access pearls at the bottom of the ocean. I'm just gonna drop all this meat here quick. But anyway, these are really useful because actually when you're a low-level player, you can't afford or get, you know, scuba gear. So these act as a scuba tank as well. So as you can see, my oxygen is not going down, and that's because I'm constantly taking oxygen from the Diplodocus, which is awesome. I mean, these things, like, honestly, on a PvP server or something, they're just the way to go as a early, like, a low level, trying to get pearls and oil. I know you can go out to the tundra, but, like, the water resources are just so much better, like the underwater caves and stuff. So it's really cool to actually be able to store your dinosaur that takes you underwater. I mean, before I got, like, a frog and a sarco, like, this was the way to go. And definitely if you're looking for chitin from the underwater. Ooh, an Eutripidid, whatever the heck their name is. I'm gonna kill this thing. But anyway, they don't have a multiplier against anything else. Not like they can kill these any quicker, get black pearls, which would be really nice. But the trilobite damage multiplier is really cool because you can get a lot of chitin. You don't really get much of anything from these. You get a lot of chitin, but not black pearls, which would be all. Oh, anglerfish. You gotta be careful though, because these are pretty weak. They don't have much of an HP pool, so you gotta stay away from plesios. Anyway, we're gonna head back and let's get into number 3 here. Okay, so the Therizinosaurus. Now this thing is actually, it's pretty close. These next 3 are actually going to be really close to all being my favorite because these are really awesome. Now, the Therizinosaurus attacks with its claws and does a ton of damage. It can actually do, it can hit a multiple, like a couple times usually, but it seems like the Carno's pretty small, so I don't think both claws are hitting. It doesn't sound like it at least. Now, you can do a ton of damage to anything. A thing to note about these as well for PvP is if you're on a mount, you can still be hit by these. They will hit you when you're on the back of a mount if you're on like a small one. So if I go up to someone and hit them, say they're on a frog or something, anything that my claws can reach the rider, he'll still hit the rider. Now he has 3 attacks. That was the tickle attack. This is the headbutt thing. They don't work on trees, evidently. I was hoping they would. So the basic attack is, you know, it's normal hit and it gathers wood and stuff. The other one, the right click there, actually does things like fiber and chitin and things. It's like it's delicate. So you can upgrade the power harvesting, which is going to be with the meat and the wood, and then the delicates are going to be kind of other things like chitin and fiber. So it's kind of hard to tell. You got to play around with it. I'd recommend, if you tame one of these, checking out the Gamepedia. It gives a good breakdown of everything that this can do. It would literally take a whole video just to explain how this thing works. There's just a lot going on with it. So I don't know, let's go find something where I can do a little bit of damage, because these also induce torpor with its 2 secondary attacks, which is really cool. Alright, I'm gonna kill this Parasaur. There's nothing too crazy over here, and this is kind of something that could show how many hits. If you can hear it, you can hear that each time he swings, it hits twice actually. So you can dish out a ton of damage. Now, one thing you don't want to do is be close to trees. You don't want to be like in the swamp killing this stuff, because he will gather trees with his basic attack, and it'll weigh you down to the point where you can't chase anymore. So you can do a lot of damage. This one's only level 20, but they have a big health pool, so I'm trying to show you that. Now these do topor to enemy players as well, so if you're like in the wild and you come across one of these, you might want to get away pretty quickly because they are fast and their attack range is really far. So as you can see with that like tickle secondary attack, we can gather all the fiber, and you can gather a ton of fiber. I like how they're introducing a lot of dinosaurs that can do that, because when we started in ARK, there were no fiber gatherers at all. But one other thing, these also can damage stone, so that's another thing for PvP. You can actually damage stone buildings with them, which is really cool. Now, anyway, we're going to put this one away, and let's get into number 2 here. Alright, I definitely love the Megalosaurus. I think this is definitely one of the coolest and strongest ones in the game, especially because of how small it is. Now, this is like comparable to a Spino or a T-Rex as for like damage-wise at night, so it's kind of hard to show because this is only a low-level Spino. I actually can't attack in the water with this. For some reason, they've disabled attacking in the water because you can pick up like ithies and stuff like that, and I think they only want you to be able to do it from the shore and not from like in the water. Now, we'll just murder this thing here quick. Come here. Don't you run in the water. I can't hit you there. Okay, he's dead. Alright. Anyway, these are super strong at night. Their eyes start to glow, and they do a ton of damage. You have to venture actually into the caves to tame them, and they are a really long and annoying tame because they wake up multiple times in the tame as well. I wonder what base that is. I haven't seen that before. But anyway, I'm actually on the PvP server now. Figured I'd take this guy out, because I actually have a decently high level one on the PvP server I play on. And I like to take it out to get, you know, just meat and stuff at night, because they're a lot more mobile, obviously, than like a Rex or something along those lines. I'm looking for something to kill. Hopefully we can find something decent to kill this thing. Okay, found like a little Rex over here. I'm not sure how strong it is. I'm surprised. I didn't know that they actually aggroed on them. But anyway, the big thing about these is that you can actually attack someone at night because these actually damage stone. So if you get up to a base that you know, they don't have turrets or anything, you don't need to even waste grenades and whatnot. You can actually just kill it with this, because this does a decent amount of damage to stone, and at night they get a really high attack speed, so they can be really powerful. Now, these are kind of comparable to if you had an Allosaurus who was a pack leader. But it's nice because you don't have to carry around 2 other Allosaurus to, you know, do it. So it's really nice. Let's see how quickly we can kill this Bronto. This will be a good show, actually. So, like I said, this one's level 115, so it's actually really strong, and look at that thing. It didn't take very long to kill a Bronto, and those have a really high health pool. So, anyway, these things are really strong. I like the mechanics. Oh, crap. Can I grab you? Oh, I can't grab it. It's that stupid hitboxes on Dimorphs. But you can grab things like Pteranodons, Tapejara, and Pelagornis, which is super nice because you can actually take them back to a taming bin and tame them up. This one's only level 10, so I'm going to eat it. Sorry. Oh, it's so brutal because you can just eat it like in the jaws. And I don't know what's going on over here. A little bit of a party. Sorry, it's really dark. My torch is broken. But anyway, let's get on to number 1 here. Alright, and probably my favorite one that they've released here in the last year is the Calico Theorem. I don't know if it's just the mechanics, just the way that you use it, maybe, I don't know if it's just like its attack speed or something, I don't know. I just really like this one, and it's also really hard to tame, so you don't see people with them very often. Now, they do have a really strong basic attack, and then of course a rock throw, which does do quite a bit of damage to stone walls, and you can break through wood really easy with these. Now, they are a higher level tame. You need beer to actually, you know, hurt them. You need beer to tame them, and unfortunately that's really hard to get just starting out. So these are definitely a higher up level one to actually get to, but once you get them, they are really cool to use. And I don't know, they're just like fun because you can throw the rocks, and it's kind of like a little bit of a skill shot, but it's kind of unpredictable as well. So I don't know, I like them. I think they're really cool. If you're a low-level player and you just want to spend like a whole day taming one, it's not too bad because you can actually use stimberries to tame them as well, but it takes forever. Oh, we've actually got an alpha over here. So why don't we see how it does? We'll get out of here. What are you even thinking? There we go. And yeah, the rock just does a ton of damage, so it's really fun to use. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's get this thing over here. Come here, you. I'm gonna try and clear this out so we can attack this alpha in peace. I don't want a bunch of stuff attacking us, just in case. Because this one's a pretty high level, but it's not like crazy leveled. And also on my official server that I play on, I almost never see anybody using these. Oh, that was a 108. That's why it was so strong. So it just shows how rare they are, like how difficult they are to tame. So anyway, let's see how we fare against this thing. All right, let's throw a rock at it. Oh, we missed. Okay, got his attention though. All right, get out of here. Like I said, the rock throw is kind of hit or miss. I don't know how it's supposed to actually work. Sometimes it like targets something that you're throwing it at, and sometimes it like goes off in a totally different direction. So I'm not sure what that's supposed to do, but I mean, we're still on alpha, so you know, some things are just glitchy and buggy. By the end, I'm sure everything will be patched out and it'll all work really nice. So anyway, we'll just keep hitting them like this, I guess. As you can see, the knockback on the like its basic attack is enough to like keep anything away. So that's really nice. T-Rex I think can still hit with this kind of a knockback, but anything smaller is just not a problem. As you can see, he's not even able to hit me at all. If he was, he'd probably deal quite a bit of damage. Oh, he's getting bloody. He's getting close. Not too bad. I don't want to use the rock throw because he's okay. There we go. Dead. Ooh, I think that hatchet might be better than mine. There we go. Okay, but anyway, that's number 1 for the countdown, and that's where we're gonna stop for there. We'll head back to base here quick. Alright, so that's where we're gonna stop for today. Those are my 5 favorite, just my personal. They're not necessarily the best, but they're definitely some of my favorite ones, especially from the ones that they've released in 2016. So if you like this video, you like this kind of style, countdowns and whatnot, definitely hit that thumbs up and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You all have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time.